So those genetics that are activating are gonna come with some gifts. It could be intuition, it could be clairvoyance, it could be clairaudience. You could meet someone like Emmanuel, you were not like this before. What are you doing with cards? What are the cards doing for you? Are you sure you're not practicing witchcraft? Cards like this now, people who are not in tune, they feel like, you are going to something very demonic, my brother. You need to come back to Jesus. And it's fine that they feel that way, right? Because they haven't found their own personal power. They still believe in one man standing on the altar, saying that he's the one talking to God on their behalf. And this shit is crazy. Because when you know your personal power, you realize that everybody has access to God. It's not a one-man thing. Nobody has to congregate around you first before they can connect with their ancestral power. You're not all that. Connect with your own family ancestors. Let me connect with mine. And then collectively, when we come together as a force, not as slave and master. When these codes in this genetics begin to activate, the ones that are able to carry this frequency of these gifts and are able to, put themselves out there without fear of anyone or anything, any system, any policy, anybody. Those are the ones that you can call light workers, earth angels, star seeds, high priest, high priestess. Because what you need to understand is that we're just in a different time, but the gifts are still the same. Our forefathers who lived thousands of years ago, they're still in us. That's where they went to sleep. They went to sleep in us. And we are the ones who have the power to wake them up with the way we live. Now, the more time that person spends with themselves, the more communication they have with the spirits that, are in their lineage, it will teach them something. It will teach them about their power, their personal power, their conscious power, their emotional power, their mental power, their spiritual power. What is the essence of having all this power? Is it to go and dominate people? No. It's knowing their personal power now, they can now be able to manifest the heaven on earth. They can be able to raise the frequency. It's not just about them anymore. It's about their environment now. There is a level they will get to. They will begin to influence people around them, consciously or unconsciously. Sometimes they know they're doing it, sometimes they don't. If their families are not influenced, their friends will be. If their friends are not influenced, their partner will be. If their partners are not influenced, their children will be. You see, it's not really about changing the world. It's more about changing your lineage, your life, you. And before you know it, the brainwashing that took over the parents, took over the forefathers that came before them due to colonization and slavery, it tends to fade away. Why? Because somebody along that lineage broke free from programming. And then when they break free from programming, their mental power, for instance, it will help them with their imagination. They can now be able to use what they have to get what they want. And what do I mean? They can be able to manifest quicker because their frequency is clear. It's like a radio station that is not so clear that you have to fine tune. And once you fine tune it, you can now hear them clearly. It's the same thing. The moment they can now, shift that frequency, their imagination, it will come to realization faster. That is what manifestation is. Their mental power, is the same thing as their creative power. Also, their sexual power is the same thing as their creative power. Because what does sex do? You give birth, right? Same thing. And it's pleasurable while you're doing it, right? But you can have kids from it, right? That's creation, right? If you're creating, it should feel good. If you're creating and it doesn't feel good, something is wrong somewhere. And most times, that's why you got to check the ego. Because if you don't check the ego, most people create out of ego. I want people to see me do this. I want people to see me do that. I want to be in everybody's face. But sometimes, most of the work you have to do is not in anybody's face. It's in silence. You should be able to sit in silence and be perfectly fine with it. Because by the time you're done being silent, what you will have accumulated, it will be worth it when you open your mouth. You'll be like, this babe too smart, this guy too smart. Where is it coming from? Are you reading books? Did it come from a book? No. Your wisdom did not come from the book of Proverbs. It's in you. It is inbuilt, but you have to awaken it. You have to unlock it. right? And the process of unlocking it is what we call spiritual awakening, which is the initiation, the rite of passage that your ancestors are going to put you through. They're going to do it. That's how they roll.